Tekashi69's first day on the stand testifying against people he used to call his fellow gang members did not disappoint, unless of course you were one of those former gang members. So we have a reporter in the courtroom, and what he told us is that Tekashi was very clearly nervous about this testimony. I mean, he's basically snitching, and it showed when he got on the stand. He nervously at one point pointed out the two defendants, named them, said that they were members, as far as he knows, of the Nine Trey Bloods, and Tekashi got into how he got into the gang, and said that he never had any initiation, didn't have to actually shoot anyone, that the gang only wanted him to continue making money so that he could fund their activities. And then there was a part where the prosecutors played his Gummo music video. And it was kind of weird because Tekashi did a play-by-play going through the video, pointing out people who were in the video and naming names, saying that person was in the gang, that person was in the gang, that person was in the gang. Clearly, he was not comfortable with doing this, but this was the deal he made with prosecutors to get his sentence reduced. Tekashi's snitching went beyond his own gang, by the way. He even at one point mentioned Trippie Redd, said that he was a member of a rival Bloods gang. So a lot of people think that he has really screwed himself here, not only with former gang members, but also in the music industry. We got Skinny from the Nine, and this is what he had to say about all this testimony that Tekashi has given.
I think it was wrong what he did, but like, you know, every person makes their own decisions at the end of the day.
And the drama's not over. He's back on the stand today for day 2 of testimony.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle made a trip to their local pub with baby Archie in tow. So the new parents may have been getting a little case of cabin fever, spending all the time inside with their newborn, and they decided to take Archie for a dinner trip to their local pub. Now, it's the Rose and Crown in Windsor, England, which is right near their house, the Frogmore Cottage, which is on the estate of Windsor Castle. Now, interestingly enough, people seemed to leave them alone when they came in to have dinner, and this was on a Sunday night, and a lot of people didn't even seem to realize who they were. But don't worry, they had security in tow with them, along with a couple of cops who were stationed outside. But definitely looks like mom and dad enjoyed the time away from home.
Nick Carter got a restraining order against his brother Aaron, claiming he threatened to kill his pregnant wife. Nick and his sister claimed they had to seek the order against Aaron in light of his alarming behavior. Aaron has since responded to the restraining order, saying he would never harm his family, but also kind of urged Nick to send him a cease and desist. He hasn't seen him for 4 years and doesn't plan to.
So this all comes on the heels of a visit from the sheriff's department Sunday night when they allegedly tried to take Aaron away on a 5150 hold. He let officers know that he had a stash of guns in his house. He also had a mental evaluator. They eventually left without taking him in. Aaron certainly hasn't been quiet about the fact he owns a lot of weapons, and he's been seen purchasing them in the last few weeks. We've learned law enforcement is currently looking into ways of taking those weapons away from Aaron. Aaron was actually on TMZ Live Tuesday, said that his mental state is fine, and he just wants to be left alone, especially from his family members.
Do you feel like you struggle with mental health issues?
No, not at all. I don't feel like that at all. My family to be calling these, like, you know, trying to get a restraining order against me when I don't even speak to them. I don't want to speak to you guys. Please leave me alone. This is a message to my family. I do not want to speak to you.
There may be an explosion of anger in the courtroom today with Britney Spears because we found out that not only Britney's mom is going to challenge her dad Jamie over the conservatorship, but Britney herself is going to do that. Guess what? Britney and her dad haven't spoken in a long time, especially since Jamie allegedly laid hands on Britney's 14-year-old son. So in court today, Lynn is going to say that Jamie is unfit to continue as the conservator. And there is another big element of surprise in this case because the judge is about to unveil a report that he commissioned where he put Jamie and the doctor who treated Britney under a microscope.
Britney's doctor, Timothy Benson, recently died from what we're told was an aneurysm. So it's unclear who will become Britney's conservator. However, she will be in court for the battle.